did not go into enough depth on this, and given my experience of, being there, given my experience of, like being at the game, this kind of sums it up. Here. And Marina Mabrey, obviously, not happy with Caitlin Clark. And this is footage. Where is it? This is footage that obviously people haven't seen. Why? Because it's my footage. It's my footage. I sat directly. I was literally standing at my seat. I was standing at my seat there. I was row 2. This is some Canadian singer. For people saying found out it was AI, look at the picture. Look who's here. Look who's here and look who's here. That is the Canadian singer and her, I think, partner. But Marina Mabrey was waiting there for a non-insignificant amount of time. Like, waiting there for, I would say, like, not like waiting 2, 3, 4 minutes, but like 30 seconds waiting to interact with Caitlin. And it's just, nope. And you can see Marina as soon as it happens that she's pissed. You can see her as soon as Caitlin Clark goes. She's just like, oh. As soon as Caitlin Clark walks by her, you can see she's pissed. Again, with this one right here, she's walking out with a Gatorade, with Gatorade on her shoulder. And if I'm being honest, Mabrey was not happy. Mabrey was not happy coming down for the meme picture. This could very easily, like, I think this is real. Everybody's talking about this thing as it wasn't real. Man, this is my camera. This is Mick Talks Hoops exclusive footage. This is Mick Talks Hoops exclusive of Caitlin Clark snubbing Marina Mabrey. And I love it. I love to see it because not only has Marina Mabrey hip check Caitlin Clark, and I think Caitlin Clark, if nothing happened in that game, probably would have acknowledged Marina Mabrey when Marina Mabrey got into it with Kelsey Mitchell. Like, I genuinely think she got into it with Kelsey Mitchell. I genuinely think that's the reason why Caitlin's like, no, fuck you. Like, no, fuck you. Like, I think a lot of stuff, time heals all in a lot of situations, and I think Caitlin cares more than Marina Mabrey got into it with her teammate than got into it with her. Because we've seen them interact since the hip check. We saw them interact before the hip check. And we saw what Caitlin said before the game about Marina. But yeah, it is it's one of those things where, like, you can see these players and you can see the interactions. Like, I don't think outside of, there are very few players that Caitlin Clark's going to react positively with in the league. Like, I'm starting off the top of my head, who? Like, Griner, it seems. Even though Griner has hit her in the face a few times. But, like, I think Brittany Griner and Taurasi were, like, the first two real vets in 2024 that kind of went on the attack at Caitlin Clark. So it's like, who? Brittany Griner, Sabrina, Kate Martin. Is there any, like, are there any other players off the top of your head? Cam Brink, because they were on Team USA together. The Stub Buds, yeah. Courtney Williams and Tisha Heidemann. Like, there are a very small amount of players that Caitlin Clark is, is friendly with. Like, there are very few that Caitlin Clark is friendly with. And it well and truly is the case where it's like, Caitlin Clark is outside of those couple. Caitlin Clark is, look, no, it's you're either on my team or you're against me. You're either on my team or you're against me here. But yeah, look, it's overall just a situation where she seems cool in the list. Yeah, you're all former teammates. You're right. You're not wrong. And ex-Fever players, yeah. Absolutely. But there's no quote-unquote sisterhood from Caitlin Clark or this Fever team. That does not exist. You even saw in the Aces game when the Fever beat the Aces, where they had Aja and the South Carolina picture, how far away Aja Wilson and Aaliyah Boston were from each other. Like, it is well and truly a case where the WNBA, like, everyone knows where it's like, oh yeah, you know, the alumni is from the Yukon Mafia will all stick together. And you've got Aaliyah Boston essentially being like, yeah, for South Carolina, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like, I'm competing against you. And that's the attitude you want from players, because let's be real. There is a mental edge that an Aja Wilson has over her opponents that are too friendly with her. Because Aja Wilson's a killer. She is. She is a killer. Like, you hear all this stuff like about like her before the game with her and Alicia Gray. She seems to be able to get in the heads of these players that are too friendly with her, and, you know, oh my God, it's Aja Wilson, and she's herself is a killer on the floor. The problem is that you've seen it with Aja Wilson. The reason why she doesn't like playing Indiana, she's not getting in. Like, she's queen bee of the sisterhood. The Fever aren't in the sisterhood. The Fever aren't in the sisterhood. So her being queen bee of something the Fever aren't in is not going to affect the Indiana Fever. Like, it's not going to affect the Fever. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where you like seeing it. And again, with this new footage here, which I did show in a video yesterday, I just want to talk more about this scenario. It's absolutely going to be titled New Footage, even though I showed it yesterday. And yeah, it's one of those things Aja Wilson immediately embraced, but it's not. Yeah, she's teammates. Aja's objectively, you will never hear anyone other than maybe Kennedy Carter saying Aja Wilson's a bad teammate. But that might not entirely be her Aja's fault. But yeah, look, it is really a bit interesting situation all around, where you can see in these scenarios the Indiana Fever players have no interest with people that are fucking with them. They have no interest at all in dealing with anyone that's fucking with them. And if you are, like, outside of a few individual people, if you are in our way if you're getting into one of my teammates, yeah, we're just not interacting with you. We're not doing that shit. But yeah, look, the Fever are in a good spot, I think. I think the Fever are in a good spot, just team and morale wise.